It is. Ooh, the Iron Hands.
So real quick, do you want to get through all of these today?
Yeah, if you gotta stop, we will stop.
Well, because I'm thinking Iron Hands might be a great, because that's about halfway. So if we wanted to break this into two, that'd be great to finish these guys up. But that's up to you.
When will you be available for the next one?
Tomorrow.
What, during the day or in the evening?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, we'll go get tomorrow for sure then.
Okay.
Okay. So this will be our last one.
Yep. So Iron Hands, they are hands down one of the legions that I always want them to be better.
Okay.
Because their models are beautiful and I dig their fluff.
So here's my opinion on them as we get into them. In first edition, they were one of the best, if not the best legion.
Sure.
And I think they are still fantastic in this edition. The only reason we don't see them, in my opinion, is their Primarch died. That's it. I strongly believe that.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
I don't think that's going to stop someone from playing the Legion.
Okay, I kind of think it does, but...
See, every Iron Hand player that is actually like a diehard Iron Hands player, they all like take it as a running joke. Like the only Iron Hand player we have in our local meta has a magnetized Ferrus head. Like, that's not going to stop anybody, I think.
All right. Their Legion specific rule is whenever they get shot with range attacks, it's -1 strength.
Huge.
That's so good. In a game where shooting is the most important thing, well, no, movement is, but then shooting. It just keeps things alive. Like shooting, like if these guys had, it's such a good rule. It's such a good Legion specific rule.
Right. Especially when you dive into it, because it means regular dreadnoughts are immune to bolter fire.
Dreadnoughts needed a buff. Vehicles get it. They don't get it. Vehicles get it. Will not die 6+. Don't worry, it gets better.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets better. Their advanced reaction, it's a better Overwatch one. I don't care about their advanced reaction, but they don't want to be in combat. That advanced reaction might save them from being in combat for a turn.
Yeah.
Rights of War. We got Loyalist and Traitor, right? No, because we got just Loyalist, Traitor, Warlord traits. Rights of War. I remember I read all of these, and I remember they were uninteresting. Like the downsides were too big. Oh, Medusa. Sorry, it was restrictive. So, Company of Bitter Iron, Medusan Immortals are taken as troops. So, you kind of have to have them. You don't have to, but. And the other one is like use the automata stuff, which are really. So I don't really care about their Rights of War. Iron Father upgrades.
Fluff wise, I like the Bitter Fury. Because it's essentially when Ferrus died, they all lost their shit, and they don't necessarily give a shit about being loyalist if they don't need to. They're just trying to stay alive, which I dig. I think that's a really cool fluff aspect.
Okay.
But
they just don't have as much lore as the rest of the legions, right? It also gives Immortals part of the legion in line. Does it do that? Okay, so Iron Father is a special upgrade you get for your Praetor. A bunch of cool upgrades. Solid. Cyber Familiar, get better invulns, I believe. I'll tell you what Cyber Familiar does.
Tests.
Their equipment, I don't care about. Ferrus Manus, I think, is one of the best duelist Primarchs. Even though he's only weapon skill 7, he's got initiative 6, strength 12, AP 1, brutal 3 hammer. He's a dreadnought.
So there's something we shouldn't skip over in equipment.
Oh, sure. What is it?
They're easy access to grab. So one hilarious thing that we figured out is you can take a Moritat and give him dual grab pistols, and now he has 12 haywire shots. Yeah.
That's dumb.
But it's amazing. Sorry about your Spartan or your armored company.
Okay, so nobody ever brings vehicles, but if you do...
Yeah. Well, even hitting dreadnoughts. Like, he'll murk a dreadnought real easy.
True, that's true, actually, because you roll a 6 to wound, you get no invuln either.
And he's cheap.
Okay, that's actually really good.
Right, and you can also take support squads of all grab guns too, which is also great for killing.
Aren't graviton shutters are assault.
Yeah,
that's really good. So
yeah, they're
any unit that can take
a flamer, I think it is.
No. Any model with infantry type and iron hands may upgrade a graviton gun for graviton shredder at 5 points. Who can take a graviton gun?
Breachers.
Yep. Okay. So it becomes a 12-inch range, assault 2, concussive 1, graviton, pulse, and haywire. Haywire is why you take it. That's going to put down some.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Equipment. So they're actually getting stronger in my mind.
Yeah, and then
I glossed over that stuff.
So the Gorgon Terminator armor is probably something we should talk about too, because you can give it to characters. Or
is it worth talking
units.
about? It's feel no pain, right?
Right, giving up 1 point of inbalm for feel no pain, which I would make that exchange for every day.
Yeah, I guess so. They're gonna have a melee liability, but who cares? You already do anyway. And then lowering the strength of guns for threshold, you can have. Oh wow! Okay, think of this. Yeah, you already got it. So you have a character in heavy sports squad or whatever, tanking the missiles coming in on a 2+, and if he fails, it doesn't insta kill him, and he feels no pain in it.
Yep.
Another thing that shut down missiles.
You always have that blind chance too, which doesn't hurt.
What's the blind chance? Oh, right, in melee.
Yep.
I think you're gonna die in melee anyway.
Save. I think.
So Ferrus Manus is like one of my favorite products in this entire book. If he was faster, but I mean he shouldn't be. So weapon skill 7, 6 attacks, strength 12, AP 3 at initiative, or a brutal 3 at initiative.
Brutal 3.
Battlesmith 2+. He has a bunch of guns on his thing. 3 up invuln and melee. He hands those 6 up feel no pain to his army.
Whole army.
Yeah.
And it's a 6 up feel no pain that stacks with other feel no pains.
And then all other vehicles gain 5 of it will not die.
Yep.
And I believe the one from the Legion specifically says that one stacks.
It does.
It does?
Yep.
So 4 will not die on your vehicles, 6 up feel no pain across the table on everybody who lowers the strength of weapons shot at them by 1. This is like, I have no on-table experience with them. Well, I have some actually, but minimal. I already want to push them up, but hold on. Gorgon Terminators, anything looking at here? Stubborn, feel no pain, 5 up. It doesn't get better. Basically, Indominus armor. Fine, cool. Medusan Immortals, Stubborn Leadership 10, feel no pain. With breacher shield, boarding shields. Okay, doesn't seem bad. Oh, it's a 10-man squad for 200 points. That's cheap.
Yeah. The other thing about Gorgons too is they can all take Thunderhammers, just like regular Terminators, which can make them real mean. They even get 1 for free, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the
Sarge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power Action, I hate Power Actions edition, but there's arguments for it a little bit in some areas. Okay, so I think these are decent units. I would have started this army if I'm new voice cards said if they weren't too close to my Iron Warriors, but there are Iron Warriors that are less offensive, more defensive.
Yeah,
but playstyle's the same, I think.
Yeah.
So
a lot of tanks, stuff like that.
With that being said, we have them at where do we have these guys? We have these guys. We have them in B tier.
I think they're A.
I would have put them in A originally, so I'm happy to move them up. So the only things we have in A that have been solidified now are Night Lords and Iron Warriors. So. Well, first of all, Night Lords. Are they better or worse than Night Lords? So it's a shooting-focused army that is resilient. Now, I want to point out, even though I think they're really good, I want to attack their resiliency. They may be more resilient than your average army, but everything dies by turn 3 anyway.
True.
The game is super killy. So they're not by any means immortal.
So I don't know. So just looking at units, I think Night Lords have better units than they do.
Yep, I agree.
So I would almost say maybe below Night Lords.
Okay, I agree with that. Now, Iron Warriors.
Iron Warriors, yeah. I don't know. That one you're going to have way more experience in than I would.
Okay, so here's the whole thought process in my head.
Right.
They're the same play style.
Mhm.
They're the same Primarch.
Yeah.
One. This is interesting. Iron Warriors, equipment, rights of war, all that kind of stuff is more about offense.
Sure.
Their Primarch buffs their defense ability in the shooting phase.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the other way around, Iron Hands are more defensive as a whole, and their Primarch buffs the defense. So there's a little more split on the Iron Warriors. Offense is more powerful than defense. I like the defense I want to put Iron Hands above Iron Warriors. Like maybe not. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the only reason the Iron Warriors would be above is because of the reaction. That reaction's too
I don't
good.
know if I think maybe Iron Warriors are above, but I don't know because I don't think it's because of the reaction. I love Iron Warriors, but Iron Warriors are not S.
No matter how much we love them.
Iron Warriors perk always on the S tier. No way. I love Iron Warriors, buddy. Iron is iron. 6 of Finland pin across the board. It will not die is not that big a deal because there's no vehicles anyway.
But
I think Iron Warriors are better than Iron.
The 6 stacks. So like if you take apothecaries or you're on an objective with a tactical squad, it stacks.
I believe it does not.
Oh really?
I think it doesn't.
Oh. That's a big difference for me.
Where is Menace? Yeah, the 6 of Philippine does not stack. It says so in the rule.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it would stack with Heart of War, I guess, or Heart of the Legion.
Heart of Legion. Yeah. That one I know stacks with other sources of Feel No Pain.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would stack with that Ferrus.
Don't get me wrong. Iron Warriors in 7th edition had 6 of Feel No Pain, and it was powerful. I think it's fine. It will not die. Stacking a 4 up is cool, but I mean, it's a vehicle. Like they're gonna get one shot at anyway.
True. Yeah.
I would say they're on par. Okay, you know what we have to do? I don't know. I'm gonna let the people here decide.
Yeah, I'm down.
They're on par. Where did you polls? Tabe, you are not allowed to vote because you think they're A tier. I'm kidding.
Okay. We got 1A.
No, I'll put a pull up.
Oh, that's a thing. Okay. Okay. It's an interesting argument. Offense being better than defense.
I think it is. I think offense is better than defense in this edition.
Because you don't really need to be defensive if you can just nuke it.
Exactly. We got 75% Iron Warriors and it's climbing.
Not surprised.
I think they're right. I think it's Iron Warriors.
Now, one last thing I will note is a traitor Iron Hands army has always been so appealing to me, and then they got a traitor warlord trait.
Yeah. What was theirs again?
I forget.
Traitor warlord trait. Eye of Vengeance. Yeah. You prefer to be loyalist.
Which is amazing.
Oh, and a free reaction whenever you want to use it, like a bonus one. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's whoever can kill faster. Yeah. I think Stormbolt, you were right. Iron Hands are, I think, taking this lead. Okay, so we're taking the Iron Hands, we're pumping them up to A tier, and then we are dropping them below Iron Warriors.
Okay.
Okay, well, there we go, guys. That is halfway through. We didn't expect to take 3.5 hours to get this far.